Michael Israel. I got shalom, y'all. Shalom. Your boy Michael Israel here. I got some I've been real busy making a lot of moves. Stayed up like 3 o'clock in the morning thinking and just kind of pondering things, but I got some good information for y'all, man. It's gonna be I'll wait for everybody to get in there, put on my jam. So I'll wait for y'all to get in there. Got some good information here. Y'all, some food for thought. Okay. But let me make sure we up and running here. All right, looks like we're not up quite yet. All right, let me see what's going on. All right. But anyway, I want to say shalom to y'all. It's shalom to the all right, I might have to decline that. Okay. But yeah, just wanted to say shalom. It's Michael Israel. Trying to make sure, see if this thing is up. Looks like it's not up on over here on Facebook, on YouTube. So if y'all can just bear with me while I get everything up and running correctly, because I got some pertinent information I wanted to bring out. Alright, let me see what I did wrong here. Did something wrong. Like my stuff's too technical. But yeah, I just have some interesting points to consider when it comes to alright. Alright. Okay, there we go. Alright. I'm glad y'all being patient. Let me check over there on Facebook. I was just trying to get things up and running over on YouTube. Want to say shalom to those of y'all watching. How dare that plane make noise while I'm doing my live? But yeah, shalom Kev, shalom Ra, shalom Palm, shalom Yasop, shalom China, Yehuda Israel. Good to see y'all in there. And I got some interesting. As soon I'm getting ready to get started. I know y'all being patient. Waiting over here. Nope, still not working. Okay. All right. But now this never happened, so you know the way it is with this technology. Okay. There we go. Come on, phone. Yeah. Okay, there we go. We're up and going. Okay, now I can get started. All right. So anyway, I'm sorry about that, y'all. But anyway, I got some interesting points that you really need to consider because what I've seen now let me say this: the response to this community thing has been like it's mind blowing. It's really shook things up. Really, you see what I'm saying? People are really, they see the practicality of it. I was talking to Brother D yesterday, and talked to Pastor Dow a couple of days ago, and I was talking to Ron, and just really, because Ron is so busy, he really doesn't watch everything going on social media. That message Pastor Dow did on that Shabbat really shook things up big time. And you got a lot of people falling in one of two places for the most part. You got people who are like, who are acting like, oh, he's a cult leader, and that's all they can see, and that's all they want to dwell on. And then you have other people who heard the warning from Yah, heard the message that he brought forth, plain and simple. It was a very clean and straightforward message that he taught on that Shabbat a couple weeks ago up in Detroit. It wasn't he didn't even put him in it. I mean, when you listen to the message, all he did was read a chapter, and then he read some other verses in context, in their proper context. He wasn't doing similar words, he was doing context. And the verse spoke for itself. You know, he didn't really have to put a bunch of him in it. And people heard it. Somebody was telling me yesterday, those who open their ears to hear. But some interesting points I want to bring up to, a lot of people, like I said, I've heard a lot of people, they've come at me with apprehension to what was said. Oh, be careful about this. Oh, you can't do that. You can't do this, that, and the other. Okay? And hold on one sec. Y'all bear with me. Okay? So a lot of people, came at this and were very apprehensive. And I'm gonna be honest, I haven't heard one valid reason against community living. A lot of people I know, that's a cult, and you're gonna wind up you're gonna wind up in some foreign country drinking Kool-Aid, worshiping Pastor Dow as God, and people are coming with all these crazy fears. But if you read the book, if you got an understanding of the book, if you know how to discern spirits, if you have spiritual development, you're not going to be led astray. A lot of those people were given over to their own vain lusts. A lot of people look for a person to worship. Okay? A lot of men worship women. That's another big one. So I'm gonna raise some concrete, solid reasons why I realize the model that they're operating under is of Yah. I know something, in a relatively short period of time. I'm not gonna sit here and try to call dates and stuff like that, but this Babylonian prosperity that we got going ain't gonna last for long. Like I said, I invested successfully in the stock market for years. Right now I do real estate investment. I have rental properties, but I'm getting ready to come up off them. So I know the nature of boom bust economies, of recessions, and all this stuff like that. Anyway, let's get to the meat of this. most of our people, you could say whatever you want, most of our people are one calamity away from being in a crisis. Okay? I don't care whether you have a business, what you're doing. Most of the businesses our people are in are not recession proof. You know, the job, when jobs drop off and the job market goes away, you are immediately in a crisis situation. Look at when the economic crash happened and gas went berserk and truck drivers couldn't even drive trucks. But let's forget about economy. All right, hold on. Let me. Everybody wants to call as soon as I go live. Okay. All right, I'm back. Hopefully that didn't skip. But let's look at. Let's forget about economy. Just, things happen. Health issues come up. Most people, if one of the people one of the heads in the family, the husband or wife, something befell them, a health issue or whatever, they're immediately in a crisis situation. They're going to need help. Think about it like that. There's no secondary assurance. You either, and immediately after that, you're either going to be reaching out to those people around you to raise money, GoFundMe, this, that, the other. Let's say some massive illness comes, you know what I'm saying? A heart attack or something really happens and maybe you're permanently incapacitated or killed or whatever. Then what? You're immediately in, that's it. I'm telling you, the majority of people don't have a bulk situation. And basically what majority of them are gonna do is fall back to family. To blood family. They're going to be forced to. Why? Because, those are the only people who are going to feel, those are going to be the people who feel obligated to fulfill that role. But what? Them folks are going to be in the world. So at best, you're going to end up backsliding. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of people, their family doing worse than them. You see what I'm saying? So getting into community living, say somebody loses their job, say the economy downturns and this person who drives trucks, well, they can no longer provide that income and drive trucks. There's a myriad of things they can do. Instead of, now they're not bringing money in, but they can use that time to be an asset to the community. It's just a transfer of assets. So, you know what I'm saying? Where, okay, you are a financial asset. Well, now you're going to have to become a labor asset or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Put your brick in. All I'm saying is it's a safety net. It's a strong safety net. Most people don't have that safety net. Older people, same thing. They're out there, they don't have that safety net. Okay? What's the asset that an older person brings? The priceless one, wisdom. It takes time to see those patterns of life that an older person brings. I'm talking about a righteous older person, not just like Brother Amir's wife says, not just a gray. She calls them grays. And they just got gray hairs, but they just big dummies. You know what I'm saying? So there's no getting around this. But what I'm telling you, what happens, a lot of people, they feel confident and secure in what they've achieved in Babylon. And where the Most High told you, something I brought up, I'm going to bring it up again, Brother Kabir is really going to go in on this, is the fact of how we'll sit there, go through the motions. We'll be in a so-called congregation, so-called walking this word out. Us and our family are doing fine. And then here go another brother that you're calling your brother, but he just struggling and suffering. But what we do, we're doing this Christian culture. We're saying something on the surface, but in our actions, it doesn't translate. Hey brother, this, that, and the other. But this dude he going back to his life of suffering and pain, and y'all go back to your life of, enjoying everything and hey, I'm good here. And what you don't realize, and this is the meat of what I'm going to talk about, is we don't realize to the degree of how brainwashed we are with capitalism. To I got mine, get yours. That capitalist mindset. That what's the capitalist statement? Capitalism is I'm trying to think of the statement that they have. You get whatever you work hard for, or something like that. It's based. Capitalism is survival of the fittest. It's competition. Capitalism is competition. It pits you against whoever. Commune living, coming together as a community, is in Acts. You see that in Acts. When you look at the condition of our people in this country, and the condition of Israel as a nation, and the purpose, one of the core purposes of the law is for us to work together. What's the two laws that everything hinges on? Brotherhood and obedience to the Most High Yah. If you do that, you can't help but come together. Now, what freaks everybody out is, and this was one of the amazing things that, after talking to Brother D, Kabir, Pastor Dow, and some of these other brothers that I'm beginning to meet now, is real brothers, people truly walking in this truth, is so rare you don't even know what it looks like. So it's like when you come across somebody who's like-minded, and I'll just be straight up, man. Like a lot of these brothers that I've run into in Straightway, on a lot of levels, they're more spiritually developed than me. I realize, I can see it, and I don't mind admitting it, because now I got a higher goal to attain to, but this makes sense once you meet and begin to run into people that's on that same level as you, of morality, of honesty, of transparency. Then you begin to see it make sense. And like I said, like I got things in line so I can do it here, and get out from under this oppression I'm under, get my kids out of these schools, free up time for my wife so she's not feeling like she's in bondage, where she don't feel like her life is just a blur, and I don't feel like my life is just a blur, and we can eat healthier and just begin to come out of her, my people. We've done it spiritually, but now we got to manifest it into the physical. You feel what I'm saying? I hope I'm explaining it. Kabir is going to explain it better, man. A lot of people like, yeah, that's a game changer. When Brother D came on, man, Kabir's going to take it to another level. Okay, let me see what y'all saying. Jim Jones thought the same way, and what happened? Yep. But hey, like I said, spiritually undeveloped people are going to be led astray by false prophets. That's why if it ain't in the book, you don't do it. People are led away by their own vain lust. So, and this is how they deceive people. Okay? Christ said the words that he speaks, the words that are written in that book are spirit. So if somebody telling you something, if Michael Israel is telling you something, if Brother D, if Kabir, if Pastor Dow is telling you something, it don't line up with that book, what spirit is it of? But again, I'm sitting here, I'm watching what these people out here teach, I'm watching what these wolves in sheep's clothing are teaching, and it don't line up with the book. My ministry, one of my main focuses on my ministry, because it was a unique experience in my life, is how to go from being a girly man to a real man. And then for men, how to get a rebellious wife to be a Proverbs 31 woman. And it can be done, but it's just nobody really teaches on it. And the reason I have understanding on that is because I actually went through it. And one of the wake-up calls was I saw all the false, wicked, evil stuff being taught by these false prophets out there. You know? What is a real man? I teach a lesson, it's called biblical masculinity. The Bible clearly tells you all through the book what a real man is. Because he said your model to be as a husband and everything like that is Christ was the model of that to his bride, to his wife Israel. So Christ is your model of how to be a real man. It's all through the book. He exercised patience and long suffering, but there was a time where that patience and long suffering ran out. It's all through the book. It's right there in your face. But again, there's a lot of false teachers, people that he puts there just for people who want it. There's people who don't really want to go through the pain of facing themselves. So he puts people out there just for those people. Okay? But, so you said, I worry about our women in these communities. Well, if you go into a community and you don't have biblical understanding, you're going to get led astray. But I worry about our women in these Babylonian communities, because I don't see. I hear about, oh, Pastor Dow's oppressive to women. I hear, they make our women second-class citizens. But you know what I don't hear? Because I went on there. I went on YouTube, Pastor Dow Exposed, Pastor Dow this. I looked at all the videos that people come out with about straightway and all that. Guess what I don't hear the women doing out there? Killing 900 babies a day. Wake the hell up. Get your head out your ass. The women in this society have been oppressed in the most insidious way. When you can brainwash a woman into killing her baby, does it get any worse? I could care less how bad what's going on in some community. All of these women are not killing kids. What you need to do is go watch an abortion. And then I'm going out there the straight way. I'm going out to a couple of these communities. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna go on there and see women getting babies scraped out of them. Okay? Jim Jones ain't got nothing on Babylon. You got these, boy, y'all, I'm telling you, y'all getting ready to get me turned up. Because this gets me pissed when I see our kids getting killed. You got these silly ass pastors out here endorsing abortion. And they act like Pastor Dow is like this. Come on, y'all. I'm telling you, dude, y'all watching too damn much TV. Y'all watching too much TV. So again, you said, am I saying Pastor Dow is the standard? I'm saying what he's doing is a model of what's in the book. I don't worship Pastor Dow. I just acknowledge what he's doing. I give honor to where honor is due. I give respect to men of a high moral character. I give, you see what I'm saying? But I guarantee a lot of y'all give honor and like, oh, well, he's not that bad. These silly pastors who talk like gaffers, and they talk, and thee thou, and they're using neuro-linguistic programming, and they're using Robert Greene, The Art of Seduction, and 48 Laws of Power all on your ass to get you, to make you feel all good. And I think, I don't hear y'all talking against them. Look at what your pastor ain't talking about. Look at what these morons that y'all call mores out here are not talking about. You don't hear them talking about abortion or trying to figure that out, or trying to get the women in order, or trying to get the women to get their minds right. They're catering to the women. A lot of people, it really can't get, for us as a nation, it can't get worse, because you're comfortably killing, you're comfortably genociding your damn nation. You damn right these women need a covering over them. These stupid, man, y'all getting ready to get me turned up, dude. Yeah, dude. Get your head out your ass. Y'all probably like TD Jakes and Creflo. Them dudes is murderers. They're murderers, dude. Their hands is bloody. They're bloody men. I wanna say TD Jakes endorse homosexuality. You know how many black men that's killing? This is what I'm on. Y'all hit the unsubscribe button if you can't see this. Repent, because a lot of people putting this in here. So lording over women, man, a person, a real man. What did she call Abraham? Lord. What did she call Abraham? That's what I'm talking about. You into this cookie stuff. Repent. Hey, look, the reality of this book is completely, totally opposite to what's in this world. Again, I'm gonna go out on straight where I'm gonna see what the abortion rate is, and then I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna see if I can find a way to see what the abortion rate is up in TD Jakes' church, and I guarantee the numbers are different. You're not in reality. You're in your emotions. I'm telling you, dude, there's no getting around it. That's why I said spiritual combat. We slowly ramping this thing up. I promise. And Latoya, she says, so you okay with man controlling? Yeah, heck yeah. You work hard all week. Hey, listen to this. That's why, man, I'm gonna love it when Kabir come on. Yeah, Sister Latanda, our people have a problem with authority. The reason I thrive at my job, boy, sister, I'm so glad you put that in there, though. Let me do this. I'm gonna read what she put because it's an important point that I need to address. She put, so you okay with man controlling your assets? You work hard all week long, and you mean to tell me you can hand over your hard-earned money? The word gives how what you need to sustain. You hand all your hard-earned money over to Babylon? You just hand it over to them and you ain't got nothing to show for it. But see, the problem is, because people don't understand Torah, they don't understand the book, they got Jezebel spirits on them, men and women alike. They got Jezebel spirits on them. They don't know how to submit to authority. That's why people out here getting shot by cops, because they don't know how to submit to authority. I watch it at my job. I got a boss at my job. He's tough as hell. He had to get up in my ass a couple weeks ago. But you know what? I took it like a man and did what he said because he was right. But I watched so many people fight with him and go back and forth with him, and it be our people because they got these mindsets. But and y'all, because you don't, when you do the spiritual work to grow spiritually, to get spiritual understanding, when you humble down, when you kill that spirit of pride that it talked about in Ezekiel 2, where it said we are stubborn and stiff-necked people. God, the Most High, said this about us. He said these other nations, if I came to them, they would have been, listen, hearken. You have to see that spirit on you. I spotted that spirit on me where I'm stubborn in a lot of areas. And even now, I'm working, I'm growing on it. I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to continually get, because it's a spirit that's on us as a nation. And it's on our women hard. And that's why, like, I educate men and women alike, and I counsel them in relationships on how to break it. I try to counsel men on how to break it in their wives sometimes. Sometimes I got to tell the women, hey, this is how the Bible tells you to break your husband of it, or to let Yah break your husband of it by you being obedient. Okay, so let's see. All right, Madison, what's wrong? Sammy, okay, they back there playing. Moses and Aaron surely wasn't perfect. Okay, she told her. So, yeah, y'all, I mean, you know, it's a spirit on us as a nation, man. And like I said, I saw it in myself first. And in seeing it and really humbling down to a real crappy level, because I'm going to tell you, the way I got humbled down was I was in the military. And in the military, they don't fire you. They can't fire you. But boy, they can make your life hell. Hey, it's like, hey, Mike, you know, we in the Middle East. Let me tell you how they break you of that stubborn stiff. The Most High was molly-whopping me upside my big knucklehead out in the Middle East. You out in the Middle East, it get up to 120, 130 degrees. You out there on a flight line, no shade. The plane land, every time the plane lands, I used to work on big planes out there. Each time the plane lands, hey, Mike, get the lav truck. Go service that lav. So what I would have to do is go out there, open a panel on the front of the plane, plug this hose up to the plane, and drain the poop out the toilet on the plane, on every plane that landed. A lot of y'all can't figure out why you keep getting fired from jobs and you can't excel and all this stuff, because you got a spirit on you as a nation. We stubborn. And our women, it permeates them even harder. Like, women will fight you and like will argue with you over killing their babies. And under what you heard the lady. She said, "You gonna let a man lord over you? You better." You ain't got no other options. But this is by design, because this system is so evil and wicked, and it's like the way that spirit gets on our women is a lot of them been raped, molested, dogged out by men, and they got so much bitterness and unforgiveness. The key things they got to break off them. They got so much of that in them. They cannot submit to this authority, boy. I mean, they got steel in them, man. Like, they'll die before I ever submit to some man. Christ's going to have to come down in person and make me do it. You know? That's a spirit. If some of those scriptures make you cringe, where it says, and called him Lord and obeyed him in all things, like if them scriptures make you cringe, you got a demon. I had a demon of stubbornness and stiff neck on me. I got a problem with authority. It's a demon. All right? And I'm still, hey, look, and I ain't perfect. And I'll tell you that real fast. I'm still growing and working on it. I ain't there yet. Trust me, I got work to do. But for people to put some of these posts in here, Koya, boy, Koya ain't playing in them comments. It's all right, baby. I don't mind people questioning what I say. I don't mind that. I do not mind, y'all. Your husband is the head of his family. Yeah, I'm the head. Yeah. And Koya knows. I will sometimes, I will stand firm when I need to, when I know it's right. She knows that, and it can be tough sometimes, but it is what it is. But some of y'all women, like, I can listen to some of y'all's comments and I can tell you right now what your relationship situation is. Just off a couple words y'all put up. I can discern the spirit you got and how rocky your relationship in your life has been when it comes to men. But it's because a lot of women, they single because they got spirits on them. They're married and in covenant with demons, so they can't be in covenant with another man. That's heavy, dog. I'm just telling you, y'all. I'm going straight down the middle. There ain't time to be veering left and right and considering, tiptoeing through the tulips when you standing in front of on the train tracks and the train coming up on y'all. I gotta just shoot straight with y'all, man. It's not a game out here. So my Chief Ephraim, he put, these women are emotionally distracted to the leadership of a man because they don't know what a righteous man is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A righteous man, a real leader, is so rare. Most people never see him. When this Babylon, when there is a man who is righteous in leadership and has leadership ability, Babylon snaps him up and gives him money and entices him to use for their purposes. Okay? When there's a good leader. Okay? Trust me. This is real talk. Real righteous. A lot of these women that got these rebellious attitudes, right? You never even see the righteous men because they can see you coming a mile away. They don't even talk to you. That's why you never run into righteous men, because they can see the spirit on you just by how you move it, how you dress, how you act. They don't even waste time, and rightly so. Not a game. I ain't playing around. I know. Women submit to the welfare system. Yeah. Ooh. So she put, women submit to, you gonna submit to something. Everybody, you're gonna submit to some power. See, you're gonna realize that. And this brother he put women submit to the welfare system, rules, regulations, their supervisors' rules, house authority guidelines to get low income housing. Mind you, these are all man-made institutions. They submit to the abortion doctors and the laws they make up on them. They submit to all that, only to find out later that they can't get pregnant, that they get breast cancer, that it leads to death. But for you to give complete authority to a man who loves you and wants the best for you, even against your emotions, it's like steel. It's like that steel in you. You can't, and it's all in the book. It tells, the book prophesies that you're going to have that spirit on you. Yeah. Derek said, but many of our women will not submit to us black men. And I'm gonna say this too, though. Because like I said, I'll be damned if I sit here and beat up on women when I see so many spiritually castrated, emaciated, feminized men. That's why I teach men how to get their house in order. That starts with, a lot of men can't even deal with frustration. Frustration situation come along, somebody's sharing a belief that's opposite theirs, they can't contain themselves. So I know how it's going to go with their wife. They either going to submit to their wife, or it's just going to be Rocky 5. And I teach men, when a woman is not submitting to you, there's tools. You have a whole toolbox of tools to use to bring her in order. It's not going to happen overnight. It takes time. Just like you didn't come into this truth and this spiritual growth overnight. But the Most High, who's in that head position over you, was patient with you and brought you along and took his time, and didn't just throw you away overnight. So it's a whole thing. Where they at, them spiritual masculine black men? On spiritual combat. In straight way. These oppressive men everybody talking about. Like I said, when I go out the straight way, I'm going to see, if I see a bunch of, since these men out here are so oppressive, I'm going to be looking for black eyes and swollen cheeks when I get out there. And aborted babies and all that stuff. I don't see it. I don't even see it in the videos. I see a bunch of kids. I watched a straightway sister to sister. Them women is speaking straight, pure book, ain't twisting scripture. I see real dudes who are transparent. When they say something, they follow through above what they said they were going to do. From pastor down all the way down to the lowest dude. So that's where them men is at. But where are the spiritually feminine women who willing to submit to those men? Because you could have a spiritually masculine man and be a monster, and it still ain't gonna work out. Yeah, so they put, the women will follow if she has committed to submission from beginning of the relationship. And don't get it twisted, man. This ain't an overnight thing. It takes a lot to. The first thing a lot of our women have to do is repent and understand the dynamic that led to. Because you're not going to be able to repent and give forgiveness and let go of these hurts that happen unless you understand the cycle of it. The cycle of the hurt, the vicious cycle. So I'm not saying, but it's, you gotta consider, why was my comment deleted? I didn't say anything wrong. That's just Sister Koya. She loves her husband, and that's she. I tell her, hey, I don't mind if people question and go against what I say, but that's my baby, and that's how a true helpmeet is. She got my back. And if she see anything coming against it, she gonna go hard in the paint. And she might be small, but hey, she ain't one to play with. But that's all that was. She just, she trying to keep the cohesiveness of the group. But Sister Latanda, understand, you need to understand, it's dangerous to be out here uncovered without a man over you. But you need to learn, most women never seen a good man in their life. They don't even know what a righteous man look like. And a lot of times when one comes along, their emotions are so backwards that Babylon and this Christianity out here has painted righteous men as evil. And when you feel those emotions that they rile up in you with some of the stuff they say, they brainwash you into thinking, oh, that's evil. Okay? But it's not. You got to look in the book. Brother Michael, I would want more info. Been in this truth 5 years. You said, Brother Michael, I want, maybe you said I want more info. Been in this truth. Yeah, and you going to get it. Because I'm going to put plenty out. And I already talked to Pastor. He let me, I document, like whatever moves I'm making, I'm documenting them. I document all my moves I'm making. When I say I document, it's on here. It's on social media. I put it on. I'm going to Houston tomorrow. I'm going to be out there with a lot of different Hebrews. I'm going to be fellowshipping with Straightway Houston out there and other Hebrews. I'm going to document it. I'll let you know what I see. I ain't going to lie to you. This ain't, hey, look. The book is simple, but going through the spiritual change is hard. What you looking for, Sammy? Okay. See the daughters of Yah? See what my daughters of Yah are doing? They in there cleaning up. They took the initiative. They cleaning up in the living room. And the dowry will be high on Madison and Samantha, just so y'all know. What are those tools? So the brother asked, I think that's a brother, what are the tools that you can use to get your woman in order? Well, the first step, and I'm just going through it real briefly, but you'd have to just look through a lot of my other videos. I teach on it in depth. The first tool is you as a man have to reach a higher spiritual level. You gotta, and the way to do that, the way I teach people, you gotta know where you're off at. The best place, the most simplest place I recommend people start is reading the book of Proverbs. If you read the book of Proverbs, hold on, okay. If you read the book of Proverbs, the book of Proverbs is gonna it's gonna show you yourself. Yeah, a matter of fact, Proverbs will show you yourself. Proverbs will show you yourself so clearly that you can only read it in chunks. So you'll like get depressed. You'll be like, damn, I'm a mess. Okay? And then if you want to even take for me, there were certain areas in my life that I really needed a lot of work on. And I looked up the same stuff Proverbs was telling me. I looked it up in the book of Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, and it broke it down even more. So you got to perfect yourself, okay? When you get in a relationship, it's going to take you to a higher level of perfecting yourself. Like I said, when I got married to Koya, me and Koya thought we was perfect people. Till we got a little further in the marriage and we realized we both had a lot of work to do. So that's going to take you to a higher level of perfecting your spiritual growth. And then when you do community living, it's going to take you to an even higher level. Okay, but so if I see a single woman who's just chronically single, I know she got demons on her. She got spirits and personality issues that have just went unchecked for years. Okay? Same thing with me. I told you, man, all the way up till I was 27 years old, I sucked with women. I was garbage. I was a disaster when it came to women. Why? Because I was a girly man. But I had to be humiliated, and then I changed. Afternoon, everyone, just joining. Okay, all right, just joining in here in Houston. Yeah, there's Straightway Houston. There's a Straightway Houston. I would just go on YouTube or Facebook, either one, and just type in Straightway Houston, and you could get information, or you could call. You go to Pastor Dow's page and call that. So yeah, absolutely. There's a Straightway Houston out there. Yeah. So, hold on. So let me see what else y'all saying. Let me check what y'all saying over there on Facebook. I know I've been ignoring y'all. But I'm telling y'all, it's not a game. And like I said, and I heard somebody else say, I think it was Elder Rufus. Shout out to my Elder Rufus. I went on his channel today because I didn't realize he had a channel, and man, I appreciate that video you did, man. Like I said, man, it was just a breath of fresh air linking up with all you brothers, man. I found like-minded brothers out there. I don't feel so alone. Me and Ron, man. So let me see. All right, yeah. Hey, shalom, Brother Jerry. Good to see you in there. Shalom, Sister Shirley. It's not a game out here getting your mind right, man. And I'm telling you, once you get your mind right, everything else falls in line. Why so many people are like freaked out about community, why so many people are freaked out. I ain't giving no man no money. Ain't no man telling me what to do. I ain't gonna put no man over me. Hey, look, I called Judah Mack and Ron Dalton. I said, hey, I just want to let y'all know, and I told them both. I called Judah Mack. I told Ron, I told Judah Mack, hey, I'm calling Ron, but I want to be accountable to y'all with with the moves I'm making, and I let them know. So if y'all see me going off, y'all know I'm accountable to them, cause they're my dudes, you know. And there's other brothers out there that I'm accountable to, you know. And trust me, they check me. They're like, hey man, you need to be careful. Hey, you need to watch out. You know, they be letting me know. Real dudes. So he put, once we learn how to love our neighbors according to the scripts, community living founded and rooted in righteousness is a no-brainer. Yeah, it's just like what we're doing, what I'm getting ready to do with another family here in Jacksonville. It wasn't laborious. It was just a logical next step. We really didn't even have to talk about it. It was like, hey, let's boom. It just happened. It wasn't like some of these people. They're like, oh no, what? Heck no, I ain't doing that. You know, well, you're not there yet in your spiritual growth. It's not on your radar right now. I'm not forcing it on you, you know. Like, I don't come over your house and jam spiritual combat in front of you. You know, y'all tune in. Y'all are encouraged to hit the unsubscribe button too. You know, if it gets too laborious to hear some of the stuff I say. But I'm going to say this. I hear some of the stuff y'all saying about Pastor Dow. Man, y'all need to dive deeper into it and look into it. Do more investigating. You know, they got like, hey, they got Straightway Houston. They got Straightways all over the daggone place. Go out to them. I am. Like, I'm a hands-on type of dude. You know, I'll take people's word to a certain extent, but when they just saying all types of stuff that sounds out there, I'm going to do my own investigate. You know, I'm going to use my own discernment. If you got a spirit of pride on you, you're going to get led astray. If you think you know, if you got this spirit of pride and you ain't broke that spirit of pride, Because the spirit of pride leads to stubbornness. Stubbornness is foolishness, basically. So when you hear the Bible talk about a fool, that's just a prideful, stubborn person. And these are the people who get led astray, who end up drinking Kool-Aid in Africa or wherever the hell they went and killed themselves. Stubborn people. They won't consider. And he got something for them. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'll say it again. The thing ain't complicated. The difficult thing is people's emotion. Okay? So, yeah, they said call the dining hall number. So that's that number that's up there behind them. And you just leave a message and they get back to you. So, yeah, you know. And look, folks, everybody ain't perfect. Oh, no, that's not wheatgrass. I'm drinking chlorophyll, matcha tea, and some electrolyte stuff. Yep. So yeah, but the first thing I do before I reach out to anybody is read Proverbs. See where you off at. Because what you're gonna do, you're gonna read through Proverbs and realize you ain't seeing straight. You ain't ready to discern those spirits. Because you got spirits on you. That's how folks be getting led astray. You know? I promise. That's real talk. I'm a follower of Yahuwah, and I'm asking our nation and our prayer warriors to pray for my wife. She is suffering from schizophrenia, a demon. Please help her. Name is Lavita Duran. Thank you. Okay. So y'all pray for his wife. Lavita. His wife Lavita. Okay? Y'all pray for his wife. Man, I didn't know you were. Oh, yeah. I just put it on my heart to. The original purpose of this video was to sum up. I wanted to make some points about why community living just makes perfect sense. I was telling people, most people don't have a plan B. They don't have a safety net. Their safety net is their family, but their family is rooted in Babylon. You know? The church, yeah, they might take up a offering for them if they have decent, but outside of that, but that's not going to get you out of this oppression. Most people are one calamity away from being in a crisis situation. The husband or the wife, if they fall sick, if there's a recession and somebody loses their job, because most of these jobs are cyclical. When they stop hiring, when all these companies stop hiring people and start laying people off, folks going to be hurting. What you got? That's straight community living. But you're not going to do that with some lazy person or somebody who's going to always make excuses. They make excuses to themselves and they believe their excuses. And then they tell them to you. They don't understand teamwork and they don't see the benefit of everybody being a link in the chain. They're like, well, you could carry my link. You can leave it open. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. Sister Shirley, I'm glad you put that there. Because Koya, my wife, asked the same question. She was asked, what if we start at home? Understand, because a lot of people got freaked out when they heard Brother D say how he did it. They had 3 families, or however many families they had, that were in similar financial situations, and they wanted to get out from under the debt. So they set their thing up the way they wanted to. You got other people, like I said, it's situational. So you might, like the Kabir situation. Kabir had millions, he's a millionaire. And not just, $1 million or $2 million. He got a lot of millions. Okay, so he's well off. But he had no fellowship. He needed that. He said the loneliness was deafening. He's going to come on the show and go into all this. Which what people have to understand is what's your resource and what's your need. Like my resources, I got a lot of know-how, knowledge, and mechanics, and solving problems and connecting. I can network. I know a lot of people. I know how to put things together that people ain't seeing. And I got work ethic. You know, my needs are, time. I don't have a whole bunch of time. And I don't have a whole bunch of money, But you might have another family who they have the resource of money and they have the resource of time. They just don't have certain other things. A lot of people think money is the only resource. But there's people where money really ain't that valuable to them because they got plenty of it. To me, time is very valuable. I don't have time to do a whole bunch of stuff. So you can't think so linear. Like you hear community, oh, I got to sell my house and move out in the woods. Way down the road, that's what you need to do. But not initially. You need to free yourself up. So you might have two people living in the New York City in apartments. And they've been fellowshipping for years. And they know they like-minded. They need to see if they could come together somehow economically. And alleviate that oppression, eliminate so much oppression. One person might have a job, the other family might be staying home, or whatever. So now you got somebody you see what I'm saying? It's what they say, divide and conquer. That's why we're defeated. It ain't, everybody's like, black business. If you ain't got enough money to buy what the hell they selling, business ain't gonna work. Yeah. So, yeah, he going to lead us to connect. He is. 3 of the 4 are moving back home so we can pay off house. That's community, sister. Sister Shirley. Whether you want to call it that or not, y'all doing community. And it don't just involve moving in. You could begin doing community with, like one of the things I said is, one family could cook something for another family and the other family just pay them some money. That's community. You see what I'm saying? So now since this person got time to cook, but the other family on the run, but the other family got money, they just go over there, pay them for the pot of food. They take the pot of food home. They eating healthy. They ain't relying on McDonald's. Community. This is basic. I told you it's simple, but the brainwashing we've gotten in Babylon on relying on McDonald's is disastrous. All right, I have a big family now in my own house with in-laws. We love it. Exactly. Yes, starting at home is good. We live in the country and I was raised here. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, So understand there's different ways to do this. It's not like everybody's. Like you say community and they're like, okay, I got to give all my money to this guy and move up in this house. Certain situations require, like what we're doing here in Jacksonville is totally different than what Kabir and D are doing. Okay? With stated goals. And the people, the family I'm dealing with, they've showed themselves to be loyal, trustworthy, consistent, people of their word, proactive, all that. And we've seen it. We watched their footwork, So, but that comes with, you got to get that spiritual discernment first. You got to learn how to discern spirits before you make somebody your leader, before you submit under some type of authority, whether it's a husband or whether it's a wife, whatever. You got to first develop spiritual discernment. You don't just jump into this. Is there a straight way in Arizona? I don't know. Elder Rufus is in there. Shalom, Elder Rufus. The sister's asking, is there a straight way? See, he just put a comment right below yours. That's who to talk to. She asked, is there a straightway in Arizona? Yes, we have saints in AZ. So yes, there is one in Arizona. But like I said, read the book of Proverbs. Fix your head first. Get your mind right. You know, you got, before you can hunt, you got to be able to see first. So fix your eyesight, your spiritual discernment. You see what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. Get your mind right. Call the dining hall. Elder Rufus said, call the dining hall. The way to call the dining hall. Elder Rufus, go ahead. If you could, sir, please put the phone number or of the dining hall in there so they could do that. Yep. And yeah. So yeah. But yo, y'all stay tuned for when Kabir comes on. He's going to answer a lot of stuff. And man, let me tell you this real fast. I was talking to that brother on the phone, and he was talking about leadership. And man, like I saw leadership and got a good understanding of leadership being in the Air Force, being an aircraft mechanic. But this brother knows leadership on a whole nother level, because he played at the highest level that's out there. You know, even though it's sports and it's entertainment, they got it set up to attract the best leaders in the world out there. Those football coaches and stuff. And man, yo, that brother, dude, that's a whole nother show I want to do with him. Because he was dropping some like jewels that were just mind blowing. And that's because he's played at the highest level, where the most was on the line. Like millions of dollars, probably billions. And performed on the highest level. The only other place where there's better leaders would be in special forces. That's why you got to pass it down. So I'm saying, man, folks don't know what a leader is. A leader is not some homosexual jumping around on a stage in a purple suit, you know, with makeup on, getting sweaty and screaming. Like, that's not a leader. That's not a pastor. That's just, you know, a homosexual jumping around on the stage in makeup. That's all that is. These people who call themselves mores and pastors and all this stuff, they're not leaders. You don't know what a leader is. Like, most of y'all have never, ever seen a leader. And a lot of times when you do, you're scared. You don't know what a leader is. You don't. I've seen leaders, and I'll just be straight up with you. It ain't cinematic. It ain't nothing nice. But they bring the best out of you. They get in your ass. Y'all, but most people, you hear it. Like, most people don't want to be led. They don't want to be told nothing. You don't know what a damn leader is. And a leader ain't dictating them. He's showing you the way. But like I said, that's a whole, I'm going to bring Kabir on for that. Because that brother, dude, he was dropping. I was like, whoa. But I say he gets it. Like, I know when people know stuff better than me. Shalom, my ish is disabled, and we are planning to move to our land in Virginia. How would you advise my next steps? You need to call the dining hall, but I'm going to tell you this. Straightway, Pastor Dow, oh, yeah, do this. Watch Pastor Dow's Homestead Workshop when I was up in Detroit. It's a couple videos down. You just look at my videos. And, again, call Straightway, because they said if you're disabled, if you're an elderly person, whatever, you could be used on the community regardless. Everybody got assets, man. That's what folks don't get. So go check that out. All right? What y'all getting ready to put on?
Music.
Nah, not right now. That's right. Hey, and Elder Rufus, can you do me a favor, please, and send me that Straightway Kids thing, because I couldn't find it. I appreciate that, man. Let's see. I know we will need help. Yeah. Dude, it's coming, dude. Somebody was telling me that they cut a bunch of welfare, like something million. Dude, I promise. We are in, we're not in a recession, though. We're in whatever it's called. We're uptrending, you know. Prepare now. Like Koya is already shaking and moving. She called me early. She woke me up, called me this morning, shaking and moving, asking for orders on how we're gonna go about selling this property and all that. Koya getting after it. Koya the wise aunt. You know, she the wise one who she considering while we in the summer. She preparing. She want to prepare for the winter. She see it. Okay. That's what it's called? Okay. All right. So this is why many strong brothers that are a part of Straightway don't follow titles. They follow strength. Let Pastor Dow and Elder Rufus and the other leaders of Straightway. Yeah. And the thing is, if you don't know what power and strength look like, you ain't going to be able to spot it. You just going to be like, why they yelling? Why they aggressive? You know, I like aggression. I get scared when people passive, dude. I can't even, that get me worried. Let's see, this country is falling. It's preparing to fall, man. Real talk. Food stamp receipts were cut by Trump. That's why submission to the government gets you. He said that's what submission to the government gets you. See, that's what these people don't realize. You're going to submit to something. You're going to either submit to deception or truth. And the government is deception. Yes, y'all saints, I gotta get back in this field. I'll be listening. No commenting. Okay, yeah. Now I'm about to get off because I got to start packing. Look forward to seeing all y'all in Detroit. I'm going to be at that Hebrew reunion thing that they're having. Peasy going to be performing on Sunday. I'm going to be at both events. And I'm also be chopping it up and fellowshipping with Straightway Houston also. So, you know, whoever's going to be there, look forward to seeing y'all. All praise the Most High. I hope this was edifying. Like I said, we're going to be banging on this community. But community is not something you just jump into. You got to get your mind right first. And then you'll be ready for community. Because if you ain't got your mind right, you're going to be the loose link in the chain. You're going to be the broken link in the community chain that bring the whole damn community down. And we won't want seconds of that. Anyway, with that said, man, shout out to y'all. All praise to the Most High. Appreciate all y'all who've tuned in. I'm Michael Israel. If this broadcast, if this blessed you, please support Spiritual Combat by hitting the subscribe button and hitting the notification bell and hitting the like button if you're on YouTube, and if you're on Facebook, follow me, follow the Spiritual Combat business or fan page, whatever it's called. Hit that follow button, hit the thing to receive notifications whenever I go live and all that. Appreciate y'all. Shalom. Okay, there we go.